You open the fridge, it's full, but nothing feels possible. You're tired, you're touched out, and the idea of cooking one more meal feels impossible. Sound familiar? If you've ever felt that kind of exhaustion, the kind that makes even toast feel like too much, this episode is for you. Hello and welcome to Radiant Moments, a J&B podcast. I'm Michelle, your host, your fellow caregiver, and your reminder that you are allowed to pause. Let's take that pause right now. If it feels safe, gently place your hands over your heart. Take a long, slow breath in. Hold it and exhale. This is your moment, a breath of calm in a very full world. Today's episode is close to the bone because we're talking about those moments when cooking feels like too much, when you're staring at a full pantry but feel completely empty, when making one more meal feels like it might break you. Last week in episode 40, we talked about allergy-friendly cooking without the overwhelm, a practical and heartfelt guide to creating safe meals without burning out. If food allergies are part of your journey, I really encourage you to go back and give it a listen. And next time, in episode 42, we'll be talking about emotional eating and caregiving, exploring why foods become a comfort or disappears altogether when life gets too heavy. If today's topic hits home and you're craving more support, I want you to check out the show notes. You'll find the waitlist for our upcoming J&B Oasis membership, access to 90-second reset and helpful downloads to make meals feel lighter even when life doesn't. Before we dive in, take a moment to check in with yourself. What's your energy level today from a 1 to a 10? Hold that number gently in your mind. No judgment, just awareness. And while you're here, I'd love to know what's your go-to fallback meal when you're too tired to cook. Share it with me on Instagram or inside the J&B Oasis community. We're always looking for real life, no pressure ideas for fellow carers. Recognizing caregiver fatigue, what it really looks like. Let's start with something honest because sugarcoating won't serve us here. Caregiver fatigue isn't just being tired, it's that bone-deep, soul-weary exhaustion that creeps in when you've been pouring from an empty cup for too long, and it can sneak up slowly or crash in all at once. You might recognize it in subtle ways. You forgot your own appointments, but remember every detail of your loved one's care. You feel detached at times, not just from people, but from yourself. You start dreading mealtimes, not because of the cooking, but because it's one more thing. This isn't about failing, it's about being human. As I read through these signs of caregiver burnout, gently ask yourself, which one feels familiar right now? If it feels right, jot them down or pause the episode and say them out loud. Naming it is powerful. You are not alone. According to the Cleveland Clinic, caregiver burnout is real and can show up as emotional and physical exhaustion, withdrawal from friends and family, changes in sleep or your appetite, feelings of hopelessness or resentment. But here's the truth. Most caregivers need to hear these signs aren't a reflection of your strength. They're a signal that you need support. We don't talk about this enough. So if you're experiencing decision fatigue, where choosing what's for dinner feels like climbing a mountain, compassion fatigue, where your heart feels numb some days, or physical symptoms like headaches, digestive issues, or unshakable tiredness, please hear me when I say this is valid, this is normal, and this is reversible with care, with community, and with compassion. Let's do a check-in. If you're nodding along, DM me with the word exhausted or send me a love heart emoji. I'll know exactly what you mean and I'll send you a little something back to remind you that you're not alone. In this episode, we'll explore how to navigate these moments with less pressure and more grace, because nourishment should never be a battleground. Let's keep going. Simplifying meal preparation, cooking when you've got nothing left. Let's talk about something real. When you're running on fumes, The idea of cooking, really cooking, can feel like climbing Mount Everest. And on those days, it's not about being creative or gourmet, it's about survival with softness. You don't need a fancy meal plan. You don't need 5 steps. You need relief. Here are a few low-effort, high-comfort strategies that can help. 1 pot wonders. Meals like soups, stews, and pasta bakes require minimal prep and even less cleanup. Think of them as your culinary hug. They don't demand much, but they nourish deeply. My pro tip: keep a go-to recipe list taped inside your pantry door, something you can reach for without thinking. Now let's take a second. What's one meal you could make with your eyes closed, even on a rough day? Screenshot this episode, tag me at JMB Inspired, and write that meal on it. Let's build a community cookbook of comfort meals together. Batch cooking on good days. When you catch even a glimmer of energy, use it. Cook double or triple portions of the meals, then freeze well. Label them clearly and stack your freezer like it's a gift for past you to future you. This isn't doing extra, it's banking care for the days when you just can't. Rely on your tools, slow cookers and instant pots. They're not just kitchen gadgets, they're sanity savers. Toss in a few ingredients in the morning and come back to a warm, ready meal that feels like someone else made it. And yes, that's worthy of celebration. And hey, if you've ever felt proud of using the slow cooker 3 days in a row, I want to hear about it. Send me a voice note, a photo, or just drop it in the community feed. We celebrate real wins here. Permission to simplify. Toast and avocado counts, scrambled eggs and frozen peas count, a smoothie with nut butter and oats. That's a full meal. Sometimes we need to unlearn the myth that love only looks like 3 sides and homemade sauce. Love looks like nourishment, no matter how simple. Let this segment remind you it's okay to feed your family with shortcuts. It's okay to feed yourself first, and it's okay to call cereal dinner sometimes. You're doing what matters most. You're keeping everyone going, including you. Stocking a caregiver-friendly pantry, your secret weapon on tired days. Let's face it, some days even deciding what to cook feels like too much. That's why a thoughtfully stocked pantry isn't just a convenience, it's an act of self-preservation. Your pantry can be a quiet, steady ally in this chaos. Here are some staples that can make nourishment easier, faster, and a little less stressful, especially when energy is low or time is tight. Frozen vegetables. Frozen veggies are picked at their peak, prepped for you and ready to go. Keep a mix of favorites like peas, carrots, broccoli, and spinach on hand for stir fries, soups, and quick sides. No chopping, no fuss, just ease. Healthy, ready meals. Service like Chef Good Australia offer allergy-aware, customizable meal deliveries straight to your door. Having 1 or 2 in the freezer means you always have a backup plan without relying on takeaway. This isn't laziness, it's strategy. Meal prep containers. Good storage makes a big difference. Compartment-style containers like those from Kmart or Big W help you portion meals in advance, reduce waste, and streamline lunches or dinners. It's one less thing to think about during a hectic week. Bonus resource, the Pantry Essential Checklist. If you're not sure where to start or want help streamlining what you've already got, grab the Pantry Essentials Checklist. It's practical, no frills, and built with real-life needs in mind. You'll find it linked in today's show notes. Remember, stocking your pantry isn't about being prepared for every scenario. It's about creating a baseline of ease, one where even on your hardest days, you know something safe, simple, and nourishing is within reach. Now it's your turn. What's one pantry item you absolutely rely on? Whether it's microwave rice, coconut milk, or a favorite soup. Take a photo of it and tag me, or drop it in the show note comments section if you're listening from the website. I'll compile a community list of life-saving pantry staples to share in a future episode. Let's co-create this space together. You deserve that kind of support. You deserve food that loves you back. personal reflection when cereal for dinner is more than enough. Let me take you into a real moment. One of those days. We'd been up since 2 a.m., 6 appointments back to back, bags packed with carefully prepared safe foods, navigating meltdowns, emotional overload, physical fatigue, and the tightrope walk of getting from one place to the next without losing our grip. Every conversation that day took energy. Every decision came with weight. I was carrying the medical history, the care preferences, the trauma stories, trying to keep it all straight while making sure each provider saw my child as more than a file. By the time we got home, just after 6 p.m, I was beyond empty, bone deep tired, and by then it hit me. I forgot to take anything out of the freezer. No dinner plan, no energy to problem solve. So I made a call. I served up what I had, breakfast for dinner and a little dessert on the side. It wasn't Pinterest perfect. It wasn't nutritionally balanced. But you know what? My kids loved it. They thought it was fun, silly, a little unexpected, and for the first time that day, we laughed together. We exhaled, and I realized that was nourishment too. Because nourishment isn't just about protein counts or rainbow plates. It's about love, presence, and knowing that what your family really needs most in that moment is you. If you've ever been there or find yourself there soon, know this: cereal for dinner isn't a failure. It's flexibility, it's creativity, and in the right light, it's a sacred act of care. Give yourself grace. You are doing more than enough. Now pause for a moment. Have you ever had a cereal for dinner kind of night? If so, I'd love to hear your story. What did you serve? How did it go? Did your family laugh too? Share it in our socials with the hashtag Radiant Mealtime Moments and tag me. I'll highlight a few beautiful, impactful moments in our next episode because these are the memories that matter. Embracing imperfection. Not every meal needs to be perfect. Embrace. Simple meals, toast with avocado, scrambled eggs, or a smoothie. Leftovers. Reinvent them into new dishes. Support. Accept help from friends and family when offered. Remember, your well-being matters. Taking shortcuts doesn't diminish your care, it sustains it. As we wrap up, ask yourself this: what's one small thing I can let go of this week to make space for rest or ease? It could be a meal, a chore, or even just the guilt around something undone. If you feel called, write it down and place it somewhere visible. And if you want accountability, message me. What you're letting go of, I'll be your gentle cheerleader. Today's affirmation: I honor my needs and embrace simplicity. In caring for myself, I care more deeply for others. Remember, it's okay to seek ease and simplicity. You are doing enough and you are enough. Thank you so much for spending this time with me today. If this episode reminded you to breathe, to slow down, or to take just one thing off your plate tonight, I'm so glad. You deserve ease, you deserve grace, and you are worthy of nourishment, even on the hard days. Remember, you don't have to do it all perfectly. What matters is showing up with love, with intention, and with compassion for yourself. If you're looking for gentle tools to make mealtimes easier, check out the show notes for your free guides and our 90-second reset program designed to bring you calm even on the busiest days. And if you'd like deeper support, don't forget to join the J&B Oasis membership and community waitlist. It's open. Come join a space where you can be supported, seen, and where we share recipes, routines, and real talk for caregivers walking this path together. If this episode gave you a moment of permission, a breath of ease, or an idea to tuck into your back pocket, I'd love to know. Leave a review, drop a comment, or simply share it with someone else who might need a little softness today. Next time on Radiant Moments, we're exploring emotional eating in caregiving. What it looks like when food becomes comfort or disappears entirely under stress. We'll talk about healing your relationship with food without guilt or rules, just nourishment and compassion. Until then, stay radiant, stay nourished, and keep shining your light bright.